Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while, but today we're going to talk about measuring working angles in your driveline system. This can benefit you a lot, especially if you're a guy like me that has mud toys and stuff, and you're trying not to wear out U-joints as hard or blow a U-joint out in the mud hole. So today we have a Class A International single tandem axle. We're going to measure the working angles. It's not going to be completely accurate because one, airbags aren't loaded up, and we also don't have a load on the back of it, so it won't be completely accurate, but we're going to go ahead and give it a go anyway. So first place we're going to start is first things first, you're going to have to get yourself a protractor. I'm using a digital one because I'm too lazy to use the analog one. This is a lot quicker. I like to have a socket just so I can get a true measurement. So start out by zeroing out the protractor, set it on a flat piece of metal. And now we're zeroed out. Okay, so I'm going to start here with the transmission yoke. So I'm going to get that as close to down as I can, right about there. So a couple things to keep in mind when you're measuring angles. So especially when, because you're looking, you can have an upward angle or a downward angle. So if you're measuring this, if I'm measuring this way, facing this way on the drive shaft, whenever I go down to measure that end, I don't want to face the other way because it's going to mess up my measurement. I kind of tilted that a little far. Oh God. Okay, let me fix this real quick. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to face this way so I'm facing the same way. So this is going to measure our transmission yoke working angle. So I'm going to put the socket right here on the center of the U-joint on the truest, flattest part. I'm going to go ahead and come up here, and if you come around to right here, you can see my first angle that I get, which is a positive 2.2 degrees, right? Perfect. And now I'm not going to zero it out again because I want to be on the same zero, because I could zero it out right there, or I could zero it out and then zero it out again, and it's just not going to become right. So I'm going to go ahead and write down that my transmission yoke, we got a upwards 2.2 degrees. So I'm going to come to this side, go on this one, and repeat the same process. Which right here, I now have a downwards 0.2 degrees. So I'm going to write right here, I have a downwards 0.2 degrees. So how you now get your working angle is if you got to do a little math, simple math. If your angles are opposite, so you can see I've got one upward angle, ignore my bad handwriting, but I've got one upward angle and one downward angle, which means I'm going to subtract. Now if I had two upward angles, I'd add the two. So if I take 2.2 minus 0.2 degrees, I'm going to come up with a working angle of 2 degrees. Max working angle you want is 3 degrees. Anywhere the minimum working angle that you want is half a degree. You want to have somewhere in there, or else if you don't have any kind of working angle at all, you have the potential for your drive shaft to actually pop off a cap, and then you can fling a U-joint and drop a drive shaft, cause a lot of damage, and it's never any fun. So now we're going to go ahead and measure. We're going to turn the drive shaft, get it about flush. Alright, so now that we've measured the working angle, I'm going to show you how to measure phasing. So phasing is essentially how far off your yokes are. You know, the difference in where they're sitting at on one another, how many degrees off. So if you've got, these are your two yokes, if you've got how much distance they are off. I don't know if that makes sense how I'm describing that. But your phasing, you're allowed 1 degree at a minimum of 0 degrees. I mean, if the 0 degrees what you want, it's going to cause for the best amount of, the best quality, or lifespan of your U-joints. It's not going to wear them down as quick. But you are allowed a tolerance of 1 degree off. So how we're going to measure that is, once again, we're going to set down our digital protractor. We're going to zero it out. 0. There we go. Oh, God bless America. Coming up on 4th of July, I'm feeling really patriotic, if you can tell. So how we're going to do that, so instead of measuring this way, I'm going to measure this way because I'm wanting this angle. So I'm going to come right here, grab my socket again. So right now I'm looking at a downward 0.4 degrees. And so because I was facing that way, I got to face this way again. So you're not going to be able to, be harder to see. And now I'm at a downwards 0.6 degrees. Wow. So that's how we, and then same concept again, two in the same direction, add them, opposite directions, you're going to subtract the two measurements that you get, and that's going to give you your yoke phasing. So yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to wear your seatbelt, drink lots of milk, and don't talk to strangers. Bye.